just travelling. Came back from Nashville and back home on the west coast of Scotland, and I have an old friend. He's a school teacher at one of the primary school, which is elementary, and we're going to go in and see the kids and talk to them and play a couple of songs, because my friend had saw one of the videos that I did in Nashville when I was walking downtown, and I was doing the hugs. So they played it to the assembly, like at assembly for all the kids. So talking about love and kindness and how to treat others and the way that you look at the world, and that's cool that they acknowledged that and brought the kids in. So the kids loved it. It'll be fun. It'll be good to see what they've all got to say. And I believe tomorrow's International Kindness Day, I think. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to getting in and playing a few songs and see what they got to say. I've not been in a primary school for a long time, so it'll be see if it'll bring back some memories. It's not the school that I went to, but things will be very similar, I'm sure.
Eve.
What's your favourite instrument other than guitar?
Actually, I love playing piano, so I'm only just new to it. So what I did was I never learned, and I wasn't taught how to play piano. So what I would do is the songs that I already had written on guitar, I would just practice them and try and learn them on piano. But sometimes I just sit for an hour or 2 hours and I just enjoy playing piano, and it gives me a better idea and a different idea of what it's like playing the guitar. So I have a different feeling about it. But I really enjoy it. So I want to get a really big piano for my house one day. I can sit it in the hallway.
Do you want to tell Sean what you do?
I play the violin.
Oh, fantastic.
And I've been playing for about 3 years now.
Fantastic.
So.
Good for you.
And she's been asked out for events now and things.
Oh yeah.
She's doing her first wedding next year.
Good for you.
So
that's the way to do it. Whatever opportunity comes up, just go for it. As long as you enjoy it. Like I say, if you enjoy it, don't stop doing it.
Okay, good. Right, Carmen?
Thanks.
How many songs have you wrote, and if you have, how long did it take?
Oh, I don't even know exactly what the number would be, but if I have like an idea or something that I really want to say, and maybe it happens a lot of the time, it's late at night, because I think that's when everything kind of settles down, and then I come into my own headspace, and then all the ideas come to me. But sometimes I've started a song and I've not finished it, and maybe the next year I thought I'm going to go back to the song that there was something I liked about it, I just never finished it at that point, which is also really hard to go back into a song that you started and try and finish it off. And then even some of the most famous bands that you hear, you go back and see the dates. Even the Beatles, when they wrote the songs, they were 2 years apart. Just all about the people in my life and everything that was going on around about me, and I just thought I wanted to inject some love and goodness and make sure everyone looks out for everyone else, and if someone's really struggling, you help them up. And that was a song about that. So there's a song that always reminds you a moment in your life where you could help someone or someone could help you. There's a song called Free. So it's more of a recent one, but as soon as I wrote the song, I knew that it would have, I knew what it would look like when it went out to be a finished product and what the video would be like. So that's probably my most proudest song so far. So
It's not my favourite one.
no.
You ditched that one. Good question. Addison?
Have you met any really big celebrities?
Well, that was when I went to New York. I met Paul McCartney, Sir Paul McCartney, who's one of the singers in the Beatles. And I was in a restaurant with a couple of my friends, and he was sitting behind me the whole time, and no one knew he was there. And then I had to leave to go and play a gig. And then so I came all the way back around the long way to say bye to my friends. And then I thought, I'm going to say hello to Paul McCartney. I may as well, I've travelled all the way from Scotland, I may as well say hello to him. And sure enough, I said hello. And he lived near where we are now for like 5 or 6 years. He lived in the Isle of Mull.
Oh wow.
He wrote a song called The Mull of Kintyre, which is off the coast, the west coast. And he said, where are you from? I said, I'm from Scotland. He said, I can recognise your accent in the west coast. So he was a really nice man, and there's not many bigger stars than that.
Jaden?
Is it weird hugging random people and I get like, oh?
Very weird. But it's if you think about it, you're just giving someone a hug at the end of the day. But some people were terrified to give me a hug just because I was a stranger.
Like the kids.
No, just more like even adults, they were terrified because they would never expect a stranger just to walk up to them in the street. Imagine you walking down the street with your mum and your dad and some guy asks you to give you a hug and you'd be like, no. But I was just trying to have some fun and spread some love and happiness and as I say, have a bit of fun with it. And then when people saw there was a camera downtown in Nashville, I thought, wait a minute, I want to be in that. So everyone was coming over. There was a lot of people that were they were just a bit weary of giving someone a random hug. And I'm sure when they walked by, they were up like, maybe I should have just.
It was really interesting watching them walk towards you, very stern faced, and then the reaction from the back of a hug.
Yep.
That it brought off that positive feeling. It was really quite interesting to watch.
People, there was a lady, and if you see in the video, there was a lady that was about to walk past me.
Is this the older lady?
Yeah, and she wasn't going to. And I said, just give me a hug, and she was like, okay then.
You could see the reaction in her face.
And then when I did it, she walked away. She said thanks, and she may have gone and passed a hug on to someone else. So it was a random thing to do, but it was also just spreading a bit of love, and everyone enjoyed it. So.
Well, I wrote a song a few years ago, and it was all about helping whoever it is that's in your life, or even if it's a stranger, because sometimes you see people on the street maybe need some help, or if there's a homeless person on the street and you maybe don't have the money, if you don't have the change or whatever you have at that time. Whenever I'm away, and especially when I lived in America, when I see people at the traffic lights that are homeless and they're looking for money, if I don't have it, the first thing I do is I roll my window down and ask them how they're doing. And usually they don't expect it, because a lot of people, not everyone, but some people like to just drive on and just get on with their day. And maybe even if they have money, but they don't do it anyway. So even if I don't have the money, the first thing I do is ask them how they're doing. Because even just because you don't know them doesn't mean that you shouldn't ask them how their day is going. So if you feel like, even someone you know, if they're not looking for it, just ask them how they're doing. Ask them what's going on with you today, what did you do last night, what did you dream about last night? Do people remember their dreams? Can you remember your dreams? Don't forget what you dream of, 'cause love is waiting in the atmosphere. We can be free, free, free. It can all get better. We can be free, free, free. Yes, it can all get better. Can you do that? Oh, I won't let go of you. One more time. And I won't let go of you. Give yourself a round of applause. Good job. Then I realized as you walk in, I remember you. You've got that familiar face, every little move you make, at the exact time and place. And I remember you, 'cause everything feels so right. It's the way you look tonight. This is deja vu, and I remember you. Up all night, up all night. I'm up all night, up all night. Oh, I'm up all night, up all night. I'm up all night, up all night. Come on then. Oh, I'm up all night, up all night. Let me hear you. Up all night, up all night.